Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to some more Distant Worlds Universe, episode 26 with our series here. Oh boy, what's going on here? So we're having like just super bad pirate issues. It's awful. But we got a new colony governor, so I guess that's cool. We can go ahead and throw him on a colony if I get the character screen open here. Where is he? It's a troop general, colony governor, governing Vale 1, governing Crescane. We'll actually leave them where they're at then, or where they appear. So yeah, super big issues with pirates. They just keep attacking. There's not a whole lot I can seem to do about them. You can see that I constantly have to go through here and clear out these facilities. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these terraforming facilities because I don't think we need them anymore. And that'll save us some money. What else do we got here? So we need troops and characters. Go to recruit a couple here. Oh, recruit a couple here, and this should be enough. Alright, we'll see how that all plays out. Oh boy, so these guys have a victory threshold. 80% is the victory threshold I had set for this game. They're at 66%. They were originally, I think, at like 68%, so they are going down. Meanwhile, pirates, just a huge issue that I can't seem to clean up. So we'll see how the rest of this goes here. I got a bunch of stuff coming up. Now, I'm not entirely concerned about some of these like one-off pirates attacking me, but yeah, pirates are like just an absolute huge issue. In this particular game. I don't know if this has anything to do with the Star Wars mod in particular. I don't know if like the Star Wars mod alters pirates at all, or changes them, or makes them more aggressive, or makes them play differently. I feel like in previous series, which you can find on my channel, I have 2 other Distant Worlds Universe series on the channel, where I played other different mods, like the extended universe and such. I had pirates turned on, and in one of them, I think I had pirates set to aggressive. And it still was never, ever, ever like this. Ever. So this is just trash. Okay, so I failed to clean them out here or something in one of these places. So yeah, I lost a bunch of troops because of it. So I guess I'll just build a bunch more and we'll have to try again. Oh, we're saving the galaxy. So I think what I'm going to do here is we'll play through this and see how it goes. But, you know, I'm kind of getting to a point where I'm a little burnt out with the pirates. I feel like I can't go off and do anything else with my planets here. I can't go out and do anything because I can't get the pirates under control. Every time I turn around, there's like 7 or 8 facilities on my planets. And most importantly, there's no way for me to clean them up. You know, I've tried attacking pirate out bases here, and I don't dare pick my fleets up and move them because it just makes the situation a lot worse. So all in all, it's pretty rough. You know, we'll see where things are looking at the end of this episode here. But I've already been suggested that I maybe reboot Distant Worlds Universe without the Star Wars mod, and maybe just do Beyond Extended again. I mean, look at this. It's like just unbelievable. And this has been annoying because it's just constantly popping up over and over and over and over. I can't even keep track of what's going on because it's like every 5 seconds I'm getting an alert for pirates, which I have tried to turn off, and I don't think that there's any way for me to be able to do that. So that's what I'm dealing with. But yeah, we were going in here. We're going to try to take these guys out. Meanwhile, we got a free trade agreement. We'll just go ahead and pick that up. Yeah, so I sent these guys... Did I send them directly in here? I didn't mean to do that, but here they go. Nice. So I was able to once again do that, and I wouldn't mind sending my bombard fleet in here. I just want to kind of eradicate this planet completely if I can. And then if I got a construction ship, somebody's going to have to come repair this. For sure. So So that's those pirates dealt with, but some of these pirates here have taken over entire planets from the other empires, and the other empires don't seem to be really worrying about taking care of the pirates, and I actually think that that might be a bug with the mod, or it might be what's leading to this situation where I'm just getting absolutely sacked by pirates, because I think that the other empires are actually not doing anything about it. I don't think that they're cleaning up other pirate stations. I don't think that they're attacking the pirate bases on their own planets. I think they're just allowing the pirates to take over their planets, and they're not actually retaliating with it. And I think that's why it's created this huge issue with pirates. And that's sad, but I really actually truly believe that that's a very large part of what's going on. Is this mine? And see, I've got this bug here. I can't even see ships and stuff. And then I will say that I've been having this weird bug where the game just spontaneously likes to crash. Okay, I guess I put troops on here, so my bombard fleet had troops on it. I didn't even know. It can hold troops. I do know that. Yeah. So, what a mess. Let's just bombard this planet for a bit and see what happens. I keep getting so many credits from these guys, which is awesome. But yeah, this playthrough might have been completely different if it hadn't turned out like this. It's actually one of my best extreme difficulty playthroughs I've had on the channel so far compared to the other two. The other two were good, but this is definitely my best. I'm actually keeping up and competing with the enemy here, so it's real unfortunate that it's being kind of spoiled by a couple of factors. Between the ships I can't see, bugs, which, like, look, I can't see these guys. I can't see them, so I can't do anything. I don't even know who they are. I can't see them. I can't click on them. They're just like these hidden people. So between that and between the pirates just being absolutely ridiculously aggressive and out of control, and then what I was trying to say earlier, I'm getting this bug where, like, randomly I'll click on something and it just completely crashes my game, which makes it very hard to record. There's been several instances where I've recorded almost 18 minutes of a video and then it crashes and closes out, and I don't have it saved because I'm not going to save every 5 minutes, and I lose all of that footage. And there's been times where I've actually tried to record 3 times in a row, and I've lost like 40 minutes of footage, and I just give up recording because the game just consistently keeps crashing, and I'm not going to sit there and record the same exact save over and over. So I got to step away from the game for like a week so that I can finally muster up the courage to want to sit down and attempt to record it again. And on top of that, let some time pass, because it gets really annoying playing the same save over and over and trying to redo everything I did in a previous video I recorded, 3 times prior. It's just really obnoxious. So unfortunately, these are just issues that I'm experiencing between the game randomly crashing and closing out, between the pirates, and between, just these random bugs and such. So, yeah, I mean, it's been fun regardless. Like I said, this has been my most successful game. I had a real lot of luck with the way that I was able to position these planets here. We got a nice little clustered empire. Easily defendable. If it wasn't for the fact of how this is all set up, there's probably no way that would have actually been able to hold off the pirates with as aggressive as they're playing. So that definitely helped out a lot. But, yeah, this has just been a mess. I wish that there was, even putting the defensive bases on, have not been able to stop the pirates from being able to just fly in, quickly land troops, and then fly out. So that's been a really big issue. There might be other ways for me to be able to combat that and actually take the pirates out. I probably have to do things like maybe go for, let's see, like if I'm inside here, right? It wouldn't be here, but if I went for like something, like, let's see, where would it be under? It'd be under here. If I went for the like jump blocking and stuff, and all the hyper, I could put those on my defensive stations, and then when they jump in, they're going to be able to drop troops, right? They're still going to drop troops, but at least when they jump in, I can destroy them, so hopefully I kill more of the ships that are dropping troops, and then the pirates, I don't know, I don't want to say go bankrupt, but maybe they just won't be, there won't be as many of those ships flying around dropping troops on my planets, and I don't know, maybe it'd make a difference, but it might not, because the pirates will just keep building troops and keep building ships even if they lose them. So it's hard to say. It almost feels like I didn't put pirates on aggressive, but they're playing like that. That seems to be my general experience with how it seems to be working right now. I did an excellent job actually with my my teching up here. I definitely prioritized certain pathways that allowed for a really good tech up strategy. So how's the bombard fleet doing here? Because I'm just kind of curious. Okay, so, and this seems to be weird too, right? So the bombard fleet's like just completely destroyed randomly. No idea how that even happened. They're pretty much dead now. And this has been an issue too, and I don't know if it's a bug or if it's just the way I'm sending them in here, but yeah, there's only 2 of them now, and they're both practically completely destroyed. So I can't even bombard this planet. And on top of that, like a bunch of random ships here are now just trashed. So I don't know. So all in all, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna I hate to do this because I love playing Distant Worlds Universe, but I'm gonna cut the series short. At this point, there's not a whole lot I can do, and I think a lot of you guys are gonna agree with me that, you know, we've spent the last 15 episodes just trying to deal with pirates. I can't even focus on like building up to go to war or improving my economy. I can't like cut back troops because I have to have a bajillion troops on every single planet so that every 5 seconds I can try to clear up these pirate bases that just keep building up, and there's nothing I can do to stop them. I mean, look, I got a battle going on here and it looks like I'm gonna lose. So we've got a battle going on here. We got, you know, this is just insane. It's like every time I turn around, there's pirates I got to deal with, and it's hurting my economy and it's hurting my planets. I can't take any of my fleets and move them off because as soon as I do, I just get attacked by pirate fleets that keep destroying my stations and such. This is not how the game was meant to be played. And if you don't believe me, go watch my other 2 Distant Worlds Universe series, because in those ones, even in the first one I did, I actually cranked pirates up to aggressive and they still were not this bad. This is like game-breakingly aggressive. You can't even have fun because there's no way to stop these facilities from consistently popping up on planets. You know, there's other things I wanted to do. I wanted to go to war with these guys. I felt like that was something we could do. I felt like we could have expanded out more if we went to war with these guys. There was other, like, I could have went to war down here. Like, there was lots of nice little pockets around here, you know, I could have gone to war with. I wanted to eventually send construction ships over here to like repair some of these broken down ships and add them to my fleets. But this just feels like it's nothing I can do because I literally cannot. I've managed to balance my economy pretty well. I mean, we're still going in the negative, but we've never broken negative in actual real cash with money on hand, even in the cash flow in the negative. And that's just because of the bonus income, all the additional resources, luxury resources, trading that I've got going on, as well as the money I'm getting from all my allies and stuff. They keep giving me 20,000 credits, so that's nice. So all that's worked as intended. So this has been a really good game. The amount of colonies I have is really good. This is the most I've ever had on the channel. I've played games by myself before where I've done better, but this is really good. You know, a lot of these colonies are fairly large, and some of them are still brand new, but they would have grown to be large colonies over time. If I wasn't dealing with the pirates, this would have been a lot easier, because every time you get pirate bases, you take all sorts of, you know, negative modifiers and crap like that. So it's just a mess. Oh god. Overall, I never really got an opportunity to build too far out of this area. Every single time I try to put stations, gas mining stations, any type of mining stations outside of my protected area, every single time I try to put like research stations, or I try to go for, you know, maybe like resorts or something, the pirates just keep destroying everything. You can see, like down here, I can't even get them killed, because what's happening here with these ships, why these ships are getting destroyed is for whatever reason, every single time that they build a ship here, they try to build a base here, when I attack that base, it explodes and it does damage to the ships around it. That's what I think is happening. So it's actually doing damage to these ships. And the pirates just keep trying to rebuild their base, and I just keep destroying it. It keeps exploding. It keeps damaging every ship around it as it's exploding. So I can't even clean this planet up. If I leave this planet, the pirates are just going to build a base on it. They're just going to keep doing what they do. So there's nothing I can do about that. So all in all, I really can't take it anywhere. So those are a little bit of my complaints with it. But it was still a fun series. I had a lot of fun with it. I would like some recommendations down below in the comment section on what you guys would like to see next. Maybe a different type of settings, maybe a different size galaxy, maybe less AI, maybe more AI. I'd like to keep the galaxies a little bit smaller like I did with this one. It actually ran pretty smooth compared to my past series where I went with the biggest galaxy possible, but it ended up slowing the game down later on in the late game, and it ended up making the save files like take forever to load. So I think what would be cool is if I did, my suggestion anyways, is I'd love to do like a smaller galaxy with less empires and have it be a lot more, like, I don't know, a lot more personal, I guess, instead of it being this just like blobbed up mess like this is. It'd just be a lot more personal. We'd be able to kind of make a lot more alliances and enemies and stuff like that because this is kind of a mess right now. So maybe smaller and a little bit less of that. I wouldn't mind lowering the pirates or completely turning them off. I'll probably turn them off. I don't think I'll do the Star Wars mod again. It just seems to have too many bugs at this point. But I wouldn't mind revisiting Beyond Extended Universe. I always have a lot of fun with that. I definitely don't really like playing vanilla because vanilla Distant Worlds Universe is okay. But the Extended Universe, Beyond Extended Universe has always been great to me, so I don't have any issue playing with that. I'm not going to alter the difficulty setting. I'm going to keep it as high as I can. I know that there's been some expressed interest in maybe seeing a lower difficulty, but I don't see any reason in doing that because, frankly, if we take a look at these values here, and we're going to look at them before we end the series here, if we take a look at this, on the highest difficulty level, I'm still ranking number 7. I'm still above halfway in economic and population and everything in terms of victory conditions than all these other empires. And that's on the highest difficulty setting in the game. If I lower the difficulty setting, I'll easily be in the top 3. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, you might think that that would be enjoyable to watch, but it won't, especially with Distant Worlds Universe. If you get extremely stronger than everybody else in the game, it's just a gigantic slog fest. It's not even fun because you could just roll everybody. Distant Worlds Universe really shines on the highest difficulty level because you actually have to compete to try and stay above people. You've actually got to try to make alliances with more powerful people in the game so you can protect yourself from the most powerful, and so on and so forth. I'll also know that make a note that in the Star Wars modded playthrough, even though I had, and I'm sure this was turned off, and I'm sure this is intentional, but even though I had the Shakhtiri, the Return of the Shakhtiri turned on, and I had the Ancient Machines and everything activated, none of that appeared. And like I said, I'm sure that that is 100% intentional with the Star Wars mod because that wouldn't be very Star Wars-y. But I miss it. I kind of miss the Ancient Machines, and I kind of miss the Return of the Shakhtiri, and I'm kind of bummed out. I figured that they wouldn't appear for the Star Wars mod, but it's just one more reason for me, I feel like, to go back to, you know, more or less like Beyond Extended Universe or something so I can get those, because those random events just kind of spice up the late game, make it a lot more enjoyable. So this is just victory conditions, and every empire here has their own victory conditions, so this doesn't even show you how well I competed on extreme difficulty with the other empires. If you really want to see how well I competed, we can look at these other tabs here because that's going to tell you how well I actually kept up. So for population, I'm number 6, and I would have easily, if we played for another 100 years, I would easily end up somewhere probably in the top 5. Easily, because I have so many planets, it's only a matter of time before the population explodes on those. For territory, I am number 4. I have the fourth largest empire in the galaxy, and it might not look like that from this chart, but just because people got these planets farther away doesn't mean they have large empires. I have a super large empire. It's just consolidated into a more defensible format, but on extreme difficulty, I have the 4th largest empire. So I made it in the top 5. For economy, yeah, I've got a really, really crappy economy, but we're floating it perfectly fine, and I'm not really worried about it because I have a really large amount of territory, and eventually those planets, as long as I defend them and I take care of them and I allow for growth, they will have increased my economy. I feel like if we played another 100 years, I easily would have made it at least above 10, and that's pretty good because the AI is obviously getting economic bonuses on the harder difficulties, so they're just going to have more money. But strategic value, and which is basically like your resources and such, I'm number 6. So I had tons of strategic value in my property there. I had lots of fuel resources. I had plenty Plenty of fuel, plenty of like different metals and mining stations gathering all sorts. I had at least one of every resource, if not 2 or 3. So I had lots of strategic value, and on extreme difficulty, that's great. Number 6 is perfectly fine, especially with how small of an area. I actually very well utilized my area to get the resources I needed. Military strength, yeah, number 3. Yeah, I had number 3 in military strength. So if I put this on anything less than extreme difficulty, there's nothing, even a doubt in my mind, that I would be number 1. I would always be number 1 in military strength. It's just the way I've played the game a lot. I've got a lot of hours. I don't want to say I'm really good at the game, but I'm not bad at it. So yeah, with extreme difficulty, if I put it less than that, I mean, there's a very big possibility that there would either be maybe one other contender to me, or it would be just a complete comp stop and super boring to watch because I would just roll everybody. I mean, look at this. The one person above me is, you know, fairly significantly above me, but there's a possibility that I might have outrun them. Yes, the Lapis Technocracy is way out of my league, but that doesn't mean that they can't be beat, or that they couldn't eventually be beat, or I can't eventually catch up to them in tech. You know, there's a lot that comes into that. Down below, the person that was, you know, slightly close to catching up with me in 4th, yeah, that was a pretty close, you know, right there. But then below that, what I really want to point out, the from 5 and down to 15, I mean, it just starts to drop fast. You know, there's really no contending here. I mean, the Ordhout Confederacy, which is really close to me, I wanted to go to war with them, and I was like 3 times the size of them. Top colonies, I mean, I had my homeworld was number 3 for colonies, so that shows you the chart breakdown there. I definitely don't think reducing the difficulty is going to be the answer. I don't think it's going to create an interesting playthrough. I do think what would create an interesting playthrough is lowering the amount of empires, so that way it's a lot more personal. I think that staying with the smaller map size will just create a more smaller and close-knit game, a lot more warring going on, and you know, not as much having to travel around. I think that either reducing pirates or completely turning them off for my next playthrough is going to be what I'm going to do. I think the pirates, I never would have thought before this playthrough turning pirates off was a good idea, but this playthrough put such a terrible taste in my mouth for pirates, I don't even want them in the game. That's how bad it was. Even if my other 2 playthroughs were perfectly fine with pirates, I don't even want them. I'd have to do a practice game with Beyond Extended and like comfort myself and remind myself that pirates are really not this bad, because this was just awful. So I'm not even really thinking about putting them on for my next playthrough. And I'd like to do Beyond Extended, and I think that's about it for the settings. You know, and I want to make sure Return of the Shaktiuri is there, and the ancient machines and stuff like that. But yeah, that's like the only things I'm thinking about. I don't even want to think about anything else. So there might be a couple other things I might change, but I'm open to suggestions down in the comments. So thank you guys who have enjoyed the series. I know there's a lot of you guys who have been watching along and have been really enjoying it. I apologize that the videos kind of came slower over time. I got really overbooked at one point with my channel, and it just kind of outpaced me, but I've lowered the amount of series that I'm showing at a single time. So for the next Distant Worlds Universe series, it's going to come at a lot faster rate, as well as future series on the channel. And I'm also, you know, really sorry that I kind of cut it short. I know a lot of you guys are going to be bummed out, but I think we can all agree that this has become, at least I'm not having fun playing it. If I'm not having fun playing it, I think you guys aren't going to have fun watching it. So, yeah, I'm totally open to suggestions. Let me know down below in the comment section what kinds of things you'd like to see. I'd like to start up the next one as soon as possible instead of waiting like I did with the other 2, because I have so much fun with Distant Worlds Universe, and I feel like I really didn't get to scratch that itch with this particular game, because the last 10 episodes have just really turned off, you know, me playing it. I'm not having fun. So we'll try it again. We'll see what we could do. I want to thank you all for joining me, though. I do hope that you did enjoy my ranting about the game, I guess, but I look forward to seeing you guys in the next series.